All right, we are now live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are live on our page. My name is Atim Sijin, I'm Arsenal fan. Today is going down. King Bliss, tell us what's up.
So blessed. This is the time that we have been waiting for. This man, they just walk over.
What do you?
Walk
They
over.
just woke up, but they are making a lot of noise. They are making a lot of noise outside there.
Man, and Chelsea, these are the most noisy team that we know. There's no mentality of winning that we know in them. But always,
but now we have a lot of we have injuries. We have some injuries. How are we going to manage that?
no, the thing is that because of the injuries, but all the injuries who are not sure that they will play today, but we have the Kenko is back, Ramsdale is back, Odegaard is back, which I know. The thing is that we have to go with the winning mentality. We have to go with the league and the ideology.
Okay, how many goals do you think we're going to win against them today? How is it going to be? How many goals against Man United?
3-1, 3-2.
I like the confidence, man. I like the confidence.
Yeah,
So I'm looking at our defense, and I'm worried because we've been very strong in the midfield for the last few games, and our 4 games that we have won, it has been very strong in the midfield. But now that Odegaard is not there, and other players are not there, I'm really worried. I'm Arsenal fan, but I think it's gonna be a little bit hard because we don't have the key players that we're supposed to be having on this match. So I can say maybe draw. For me, it is draw.
No. Just I checked from Telegram right now. Odegaard is among the squad that travel. Odegaard, Kenko, and Ramsdale. They're back for the game.
Wow, then we are good to go. So what's your message to Man U fans?
90 minutes determine everything.
Okay. So we're going to beat them 3-1 or 2-1, according to you.
I told you earlier, they just walk over.
That is quite it. Where are you going to watch the game? Where are you going to watch the game?
I will be watching from home.
From home, okay, that is great. So we are going to be bringing on live some Man U fans to tell us their views about this game also. I want them to come and tell us what do they feel about this game.
One of them is here.
Let him come on and we talk to him.
Come, young boy. Come here. He's hearing.
He's hearing to talk. Then things are very tough then.
Eh?
Then things are very tough. If they are fearing to talk, then it's really a big deal.
No, the thing is that really, Arteta has grown this kind of players of which the addition of the Kenko and WGs has really, they have given much confidence and much ideological thinking about how to go about the games. Of which,
yes,
from Gabi is a fighter. He's a fighter.
Yeah, sure. I believe that.
Gabi is a fighter. I like if they can be combined together with Nikita at the same time. They could make a good combination. Yeah, because Nikita is a threat. Nikita is a threat to lazy defenders. He's faster and he's sharp.
Okay. What about Man U now is having very strong game. They played the last game and they were really very strong. They were very, very strong. So what do you say about their new setup now? It's like they're catching up. They're also coming up a little bit.
No, Man, they're trying to come out, but every time they win by 1 goal, which is a narrow win to my understanding.
We have Philip here. Let me bring Philip on and then.
Bring him on.
Hello, Philip.
You guys are good.
We're talking to King Bliss and he's saying that Arsenal is going to win by 3-1 and it's going to be a big deal. So what do you say about the game?
By 2-1. It's 2 goals to 1.
2-1. But have you seen the last game that Man U played?
Sorry?
Have you seen the last game that Man U played? I think they played a very good game. They had a very good game last time.
No, they had a good game, but I know they're facing a big team, so there's a bit of they're scared somehow. So let's see what happens in the next 2 hours, 3 hours.
So where are you watching from?
I'm watching from Joe Berta.
That's great. So King Bliss, as Arsenal fan, we wish that we're going to be having a nice game.
Got a fun in Juba, so it's gonna be fun. We're set for the day.
I know, right?
My worry is that I have one worry.
What is your worry?
The Lokonga can be put on bench and they bring Chichinko to cover his place.
Yeah,
Lokonga is good. of which he gained some confidence, but of which he's not all that he's not all that stable. But from the previous game in Ukraine, I saw Shevchenko has been playing for Ukraine team, or which he has been taking that role of midfield. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But
Shevchenko
Philip has dropped. I think it's gonna be a good game. We have a lot of hope that Arsenal is going to make it. But of course, football is a game. Anything can happen. I can leave my hopes balanced. It can happen. We can win or we cannot win. That is okay. But I wish Arsenal the best game ever. We're going to be having some Man U fans here who will talk to us too about how they feel about the game, and let's see how it goes. Okay. Otherwise, King Bliss, thank you so much for your support and thanks for being there for Arsenal. I know it's gonna be a very great game, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Atem. Thank you, Atem. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, dear viewers, that was King Bliss and Phillips. These are Arsenal fans that are wishing that this game is going to be great, and they are hopeful that Arsenal is going to win, given the fact that in the last few games we have played, we've been doing great. We've been playing like seriously, and that gave us a lot of hope. And King Bliss mentioned that Arteta brought on board some kind of confidence. He has built a team from nothing, and is trying to to develop a very strong young team that can fight. These are fighters. We can see in the last few games they have played, they've been fighting hard to make sure at least they score. They are very hungry. They need to do more, and that commitment and that passion in them is quite interesting. So basically, we're going to bring some Man U fans and see what they can say about the game. Otherwise, this is going to be a very great match for today. I have Junior here. I'm going to send Junior the link. Junior is a Man U fan, a die-hard Man U fan. So I'm going to send him the link to join us, and we hear from him. Arsenal has been dominating. So let me see what Junior can say about this coming game. So Junior, if you're watching, I've sent you the link, and you can click on the link and join us live. We also have more Man U fans. We have Mangisto is in the saloon. I'll send him the link. If you can join us too, that will be great. Would love to hear from Man U fans so far and see how the match will go. Everyone is saying we're going to win. That is fine. Let's see what is going to happen on the ground. I'm very sure, as Arsenal fan, I wish Arsenal all the best, but football is round. The ball is round. Anything can happen. So as we wait for Man U fans to join us, I would like also to mention that Man U and Arsenal have played 237 games so far. Out of 237 games played by Arsenal against Man U, Man U has won a little bit higher than us in the previous matches so far. But of course, that's not an issue, because if you look at the status and the data, Man U won 98 games against Arsenal, and Arsenal won 86 games, and they draw matches of 53. So that total comes to 237 matches played against Arsenal and Man United. Basically, the top scorer in Man U during all this time was Rooney, who scored 12 goals. And we had 118 years of rivalry between Manchester United and Arsenal. So that is quite a long history of rivalry. And Junior is coming here, and he's going to join us shortly, setting up. And we will hear from him. So if you have any comment in regard to this match, please, you can just join us. I can send you the link. Text me on Messenger. I'll send you the link. You come on and tell us what you feel about the game. It's going down in the next few hours. Arsenal versus Man United. That is going to be a very serious game. And the Arsenal fans are making a lot of statements very confidently, saying that they're going to make it. And of course, it's going to be a great match. All right, Junior is coming in a minute, so let's wait for him. If there is any other Man U fan that want to come on board and tell us his opinion about the game, I'm more than happy to share the link. So let me just know on my inbox, and I'll send you the link. Arsenal will win by 3-0 might be your job. Great. I like it when someone says Arsenal is going to win. Even if it is 1-0, it's okay. I will be happy for that. So, and also, as you can see, I'm geared for the match. I'm ready for the game, and we're gonna make it. So that is it from my side, and from Sip and Chat. We are happy to make sure we do pre-match, comments from all the fans in South Sudan who are supporting both teams. Football is a unifying factor, so we can disagree, we can have fun, and we can say things about our teams, and that's it. We are waiting for this guy to join us, and then we go on. Cool. If there's any other Arsenal player who want to come, or Arsenal fan who want to come and give us more opinions, we are more than happy to do that and to welcome them on Sip and Chat Live. Okay. Okay. All right. So as I said earlier, we have a long rivalry with Man United, and the first match between Arsenal and Man United was in October 1894. That was the first match that we had, and it has been a journey of rivalry. It has been a journey of fights, games, and of course, Man U has higher hands in terms of winning. They have won more games against us, and the margin is not very long. But of course, 98 against 86 matches, that gives Man U a upper hand when it comes to data. But moving forward, also Arsenal, is gearing up. We won 86 matches from 1894 to date, and today is going to be another match that we're going to add into the history of these two teams. And let's see how this match is going to turn out, whether it will add more wins to Arsenal or it will add more wins to Manchester United. That's what we are here for. And basically, I'm asking people, fans, those who are willing to speak out, do come and speak out, do come and tell us your opinion, and do join us and tell us what you feel about the match. This is a pre-match show where we talk about the game, which is going down a few hours from now, and of course see how it goes. Let me check on Junior and see whether he's able to make it. All right, Junior is not yet able to connect, and he's connecting from Nairobi and is going to be with us shortly, so let's wait and see. So what I know so far as Arsenal fan, I was worried about the injuries that were speculated earlier today. But of course, without injuries, I'm very happy that now Odegaard is part of the team that is traveling for the game. And, that will improve our midfield. As I said earlier, midfield has been a challenge when it comes to, the injuries we had earlier. But of course, if the team is intact, like it is said, we are good to go. Lokonga is someone who is improving, and you never know, today he might surprise. In the last game, he played very well. Today, we also hope, we count on him. He might do better also. Our defense is quite a little bit intact. For the last few games, we have seen that we have a solid defense. We had solid midfield, and our attack is very aggressive with Gabriel Jesus and with this guy Martinelli. We are good. Saka on the wing is doing great. Just that in some few games before, he was he was outshined. But it's okay. We know sometimes there are games that you cannot do well, but still we hope on him. He's a good player. He has the speed, he has the skills, he has the knowledge. He can change the game. He's flexible enough to change the game. So we're also hoping that he will do something today. And of course, I can see that the game is good. As a national fan, I'm happy that the game is okay. And my only worry was the injuries that we had earlier. But of course, from clarification by our fans, Arsenal fans, that means everything is set and we're good to go. All right, let me check again on Junior. Junior is gonna come live shortly, and we'll hear from him. Junior is a serious Manchester United fan who is always supportive of Manchester and is a serious football critic, and especially when it comes to Man U, he has a lot to say when it comes to Man U's game, and that will be good. We'll hear from him. So let's give it a minute and we can move it from here. All right, Junior is still trying to connect as we are now. There are a lot of gestures that Arsenal will win 3-0, and we also might even hear from Man U fans that Man U is going to win by some goals to nil, and this will remain for the record because the game is going to start today, and but by the end of today we'll know what's up. We'll know what's on the right or who was on the wrong. So that is it from my side, and it seems like Junior is taking a while to join. I'm going to mute my mic and talk to him, reach out to him before we continue from here. All right, we have Chol Gumnok is Man United fan, and he's saying that Arsenal is going to lose by 3 goals to 1, and you know that very well at him. Okay, I think Junior Dio is having connection challenges, and as per now, we will not want to waste time. I will reach out to him once again if he can make it, and then we can continue from here. If not, then we can call off this call, and wishing all the teams, the best of the game, and may the best team win. May the best team win. So far, I know Arsenal is going to make me proud. I have no doubt about that. I know Arsenal is going to win this game, given the previous games we have played, and given the mental, stability, given the mental game we have now, we are more than good to go. And given the fighting spirit of, yeah, okay, all right. Junior Dio is in Nairobi and is traveling in Uber, so he might join us shortly. But of course, that means I will have to end this call and start it again later on a little bit and continue with the conversation. This is a pre-match, sip and chat session. That means, until the match starts, we have to talk about this match. We have to, have interactive conversation with fans from both Man U and Arsenal side to hear from them about the match, how they're getting up toward this match, and what are their hopes toward this match, and what are their capabilities, and what do they think will happen as we go to this battle of game between the two rivalries of Manchester United and Arsenal. Of course, there are a lot of talks about Man U improving in the last few games, and of course, as we have started the Premier League with all the wins, and the records has it that Arsenal is improved, and we're going to be having a great game this season. And of course, we are looking up to winning, big time. So that's okay. I think Junior is coming. He's asking me not to go off, but wait for him as he comes. So let's give him a few minutes for him to join us, and we start immediately. And moving on from there. Mabior Jog, Arsenal will win by 3 goals. That is great. All right. So let me look at the comments on our page and see what people are saying in regard to this game. Okay. All right. Okay. So Junior is joining us. When Junior comes, we'll talk. If there's anyone who wants to give us his opinion or his comment about the game, please let me know. I can text you the link. You can click on that link and it will bring you live here as we talk about the game. So one of the games that keeps coming up from Man United fan is 8-2. And 8-2 was a game that we played in, I don't want to mention the year because we're going to come to that. And Arsenal lost the game to Man United. Man U scored 8 goals against Arsenal. And that has been a point of argument from Man United fan. Whenever we win against them, they will say, oh, but 8-2. So it has remained as song. So you guys, if we win this game today, don't tell us 8-2. Forget about the history. Today is about today. So when you start the game and you start giving us excuses of 8-2, you go back to history and talk about those things, it is not going to work. So let's know that 8-2 is a past, and we are talking about the present. And it's going down tonight. It's going to be one of the best games ever for these two teams, and hopefully Arsenal wins and we'll be happy. Okay, so we will we'll bring Man U fans to come and tell us. Arsenal has said a lot of things about their game. Everyone is positive, everyone is happy, and everyone is waiting to see just scoring goals and make sure at least Arsenal goes. So that is great, and yeah, we wish for that to happen. Otherwise, it's gonna be great if that happens to all of us. All right. I'm seeing a lot of photos from Arsenal fans. Everyone is geared up. People are putting on their shirts and their flags, and everything is dope. Yeah, this is what we need. We need a very, very, interesting game with support from all the fans across South Sudan, Juba especially. So we are gearing up, and I know in Juba there are a lot of areas where Arsenal fans will come together and watch the game, and that will be great. All right. So this guy is joining us. Junior is joining us, and we will have him in a second. All right. Great. So let me text him. Arsenal, the Gunners, the big machine, the big gun, is gonna be loading today. It's gonna be firing missiles across across Manchester City and do something. This is quite a very interesting game, and it will determine what Arsenal will do this season. If we win that game, that will mean a lot to us, and it will show us that we are about to do something. Arsenal in Bor, wow. Photos are coming in. Arsenal is doing great in Bor. And yeah, everyone seems to be ready for the game on our part as Arsenal. And let's hear from Manchester United. What do they have for this game? As soon as Junior Dio shows up, we will be talking about that. Okay, Junior might be having some connection issues, but we're trying to bring him on. So bear with us as we try to connect him and have him here with us to discuss about this game shortly. Okay. Somebody is. What is this? What are you putting on? You are ready for the game. You are ready for the game.
What are you saying, my brother?
But we had a chat earlier with our Arsenal fan, and everyone is saying that this game is gonna be big and Man U is losing, and we're winning by 3-1. What do you say about that?
Well, that is the prediction.
What is your prediction?
Well, I can't even get to prediction yet. What I know is that Man U is winning because we are playing home. Mm-hmm. The fact that we have a big difference between us and Arsenal right now tells us that we need to stock up ourselves. We need to man up and fill the gap, because Arsenal have already won 5 games and we have won 3 games. Yes. That means we need to cover the gap. And
covering the gap is not winning against Arsenal. Covering the gap, you have to win for those young teams, not us.
Now, when you get back to history of Arsenal and Man U, you will know that such games are always in favor of Man U. For example, this is a game that is playing in Old Trafford. And it's a game that Man U dearly wants, because they need to catch up in terms of securing a space in the top 4 in the Premier League. Yeah. So what is very essential here is it's a must-win game for us.
Okay. Yeah, that is understandable, and I understand, because even in the last few games that you have played, Man U is also improving in terms of attack, and there's this kind of impression that you guys are coming up. And Arsenal started this season with a very passionate game. And as you mentioned, we have won all the games, but still, Man U will put in all effort to make sure at least they make a statement, which I agree with. But don't you think that this Arsenal of today is not the same Arsenal of those years? Because you talk of history in Old Trafford, which is good, we know that. You've been having upper hand when it comes to Old Trafford. And even given the fact that in all the games you have played since 1894, you have won 98 games against Arsenal. Arsenal won 86 games, and we had 53 draws. So that means you have more wins than us. But don't you think this Arsenal of today is a different team completely? What do you say about that?
Well, personally, I've watched the game of. I have watched the true Arsenal, where there was those of Jose Antonio Reyes. I've watched Patrick Ljungberg. I've watched Ole Toure. I've watched Captain Vieira. I've watched a lot of Arsenal die-hard defenders and midfielders and people who really had the team at heart. The current Arsenal that we see and the current most of the Premier League teams right now are teams that are commercialized. The player looks at how much comes in, and there is no player that, even if somebody has to break a leg for you to defend a goal, such players are rare these days. Yes. If you are looking at the likes of Roy Keane for Man U, or the likes of Patrick Vieira for Arsenal, and some other players. There was the team spirit. So as we speak, the Arsenal of today is on form because of the current. I think they really boosted the team.
Yes.
And there's also some kind of link between the players and Arteta, the coach, because Arteta is also a young player, and he's just left the game a few years ago, so he's more of lively. He's like into the game. It feels like he's playing. So this is what has brought in the transformation in the Arsenal, and this is what we predicted when Ferguson left. Things became very hard for us. We've tried different coaches, Van Gaal. We've tried David Moyes. We've tried many coaches. Nothing worked. So right now, the same thing is what Arsenal is trying to go through, but Arsenal did it very very early. Arteta is trying to get the ground, and he's really grounded. So right now, if you look at the formation like for today, the defense for Arsenal is very good. The defense is really very strong. And if we see some players like Partey, if he's not going to be there, then it will be a great chance for us. You see, if we want to play players like Anthony Elanga is somebody who wants to play for because of his speed. He's somebody who always keep the defenders on toes. That if you really give him one opportunity, he will slip in, and he'll be counted. So what I'm trying to say here is that Arsenal is on form, and we have seen this in their starting. And the same thing to a team like Man U. We don't know what our new signing like Anthony will bring on board today, if he's going to start. Casemiro is not stable yet because he's just joined the team. He has to know what are the tricks, how do I blend in with so and so, what is the intentions of giving this pass. And and getting away from the Real Madrid syndrome, where he was fully a Real Madrid player. He has to now become a United by blood, by spirit, by actions, by deeds. And so what I'm trying to say is that even if Arsenal score, the game will always, this game is going to end in favor of Man U.
Okay, we're about to see that because what I believe is a little bit different, because I know Man U will try their best. This is Old Trafford, I understand, and there's history to Old Trafford, that is okay. But this Arsenal is coming on to break history and to change the stereotype that we had about Man U and Arsenal games. So I'm very sure that it's going to be hard, it's going to be tight like you mentioned, and seeing the new players that are coming in and seeing the potential of the team in Man U, that could be great. But whom will you count on? Like, who's the player that you'll count on and look up to and say, yeah, this is going to be a great player against Man U? Whom do you think will break that record of keeping the spirit of Old Trafford?
Well, for Arsenal, the defense is very strong. I have said this before, and it will be upon Man U now to capitalize on how do they break that defense.
Yeah.
And it also depends with the team structure, because what I know, both teams will play the same pattern. Okay. I know they're going to deploy the 4-2-3-1. That is going to work. And so I want to see how Anthony Rush or how I show off. When he first played,
You're breaking. I don't know. You're breaking there. Your mic is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I think you're touching it with something. Something is touching your mic.
I'm saying that when Rashford started for Man U, he started by scoring. That's a good introduction. And today, it was good. I want to say that I know the tricks and I can score.
Your mic has gotten worse. I don't know what's happening with the mic. I don't know what's happening with the mic. The video is okay, but the mic is a little bit itchy. I don't know what's happening. It seems like something is interrupting the mic. Something is touching on it. Okay, let's try to. Okay, Junior, I think your analysis is very important, and you've mentioned it very well that the Arsenal has improved, and also Man U, given the record of Old Trafford, will try their best to make sure they play that game, that tradition of the game, where we have been, trying to fight hard at Old Trafford, but always it ends in favor of Man U. So, but we also hope that today we'll break that record of, making it a Man U lenient kind of a game when it's at Old Trafford. So that is okay. I hope, I wish you all guys the best, but Arsenal fans are very hyped. And I've talked to some of them earlier before you came in, and they were saying, no, we don't have anything to say. We're waiting for the game, and it's a win. So everyone at Arsenal is saying it is a win.
You must say something at time. You cannot just be quiet and this is a big game. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm
So you
hearing you.
must say something. And I want to tell you this: there's some of the Arsenal fans that I know are coming in. The likes of Malinjol is coming over. The likes of the Dimek Dawatuke is coming in. The likes of Matuara is coming in. Okay, we are going to be like a big team here in Nairobi, and with comprising of Arsenal and Man U. And some have already even done betting. I've already placed some of my money for a bet, not on the screen bet, but on individual that if Man U lose, I'll send the person the money. And this is all the commitment that comes with the game. So Arsenal fans right now should not be quiet, and they are quiet because at the end of the day they will end up yapping after losing the game. So some of the Man U fans are here. They like.
Okay.
Matuar is here, Malit is here, so it's going to be Matuar. This is Atem is live.
You can bring him over. You bring Matuar over. Let's hear from him.
This is Atem.
Molana, congratulations, man, for your graduation.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're saying that Man U is in big trouble today. What do you say about that?
All right, some of the issues you need to consider are like considering certain issue in the court. For us and you remember how we always scrutinize you guys to the level that when we reduce you to the level of 0, and then you complain. However, today, it's no more English at 9 because we have already won the game, and we don't need more English. Social media aside.
All right. That's a good opinion. What I know so far, you're playing a different team now. This is not the same team you've been playing some years back. I know that in records, Man U has a upper hand when it comes to Old Trafford. We agree with that. All of us know that. But we are breaking the tradition, and Arsenal has come back in a different form. So, and if you can agree with me, since the start of the season, we are doing very good, and that could worry you. You should be worried now because it's not the same Arsenal you used to know. Don't you think so?
All right, let us not worry about that because you can be carried away by winning the 5 consecutive games. But coming to Man United, this is a different thing. We are a rival team when we start following this Premier League all the way back in Dublin. Yes. Arsenal game is always the best. If you come to Nairobi town today, full everybody is in red. We are in red and we are red. So I think
Juba is Ghana's.
And let it determine at 90 minutes.
All right, we'll see later. All the best, you guys, and have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye. Junior, so, you guys are determined, huh?
And the fans are coming in numbers, so we are trying to prepare the space for us to watch. We always watch in our place in our joint in Nairobi, Mchana.
Okay.
Nice
all the best, guys.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have fun and see you guys later after the game.
See you 90 minutes.
No problem. See you there. One love.
Bye.